So if you've been following along with the channel for quite a while, then you know that I am running twin GT35 turbos on the S10. And we got these from a company called Maxpeedingrods. So the new style turbos that are on it right now are their Street Performance series, and they have the billet compressor wheels. But these things are very affordable, they are very cheap, and they work really well, and they're durable. I sent most of one piston through the right side turbo and the turbine wheel. It's flawless. It's mint. Put the turbos back on. I'm going to run them again. But there is one thing about the twin turbos that I've never really liked, and that's the exhaust note, or the sound of the exhaust with them. Since it's, you know, each bank coming out of a turbo, it doesn't really have that like balanced sound you kind of get from like either an H pipe or an X pipe on a dual exhaust. It kind of sounds like a John Deere tractor. I've never really liked the way it sounded. And there's way around that. You know, you could do high compression and this, that, and the other, a little bit bigger pipe coming out. But twin turbo cars always have kind of that tractor sound to me. So I think for that reason only, because these turbos have been working great. I planned on running them again, but I kind of had this wild hair to switch back to a single turbo, and I think that's what we're gonna do. And for that single turbo, you know, I had to go back to the old truck Maxpeedingrods. So inside this box is the new turbo for the S10. Let me just open it up and show you what we got. Of course, I already opened this because I'm a child and I can't wait to look at new parts. But it's heavy. All right, there we go. And as always, their turbos always come with gaskets and a manual, stuff like that if you are into that kind of stuff, but the gaskets are always nice to have. So basically this turbo right here is a S475. So, and this is also the Street Performance version of it. We've got airplanes flying over as usual. But so it's got the billet wheel right here. It's a 7+7 design wheel, so 7 big blades, 7 little blades down in here. I might pop this cover off to show you guys kind of the inside, but T6 divided flange, 5-inch outlet. It's a 5-inch Marmon, I believe they call it, flange on the outside. But yeah, this is a pretty big unit that they claim it can support around 1,050 horsepower. So that's going to be perfect for what we're doing. I don't know if the little stock bottom end can hold much more than that anyways. So I believe this is a 3-inch V-band outlet. I'm not sure, I might have to measure that. But 5-inch on the inlet. It's a big boy. This thing will look good right in the middle of the grill, sticking out right there. I'm gonna grab some tools. We're gonna pop this compressor housing off, kind of look inside. I do like how these are like V-banded together instead of having like those 6 bolts that you gotta undo. But this turbo, I believe, is around 500 bucks. It's like 490. Look at that. $490 for a billet compressor wheel turbo. So that's what I'm kind of talking about, the 7 blade. So there's 7 big blades and then the 7 little blades. But yeah, this thing's pretty big. I'm sure it's gonna make just enough power to throw the rods right out of my short block. All right, so there you have it. And these things are spun balanced. They work great. These Maxpeedingrod turbos, you can't beat them. Like, I've been running them for so long now. I first had a VS Racing turbo because that's what the internet, told me to buy. And then I came across these guys and saw their smaller turbos when I wanted to go twin. Whoops, I didn't need this. And tried them out, and they just work great. I've never had any problems with their turbos. So for the price, it just makes sense. And then also down in the description, there's going to be a code for you guys to save an additional 10% off your order. So if you want to buy one of these, you can save 10%. So I'm going to leave that a little bit loose so that I can clock it later. Yeah, there we go. Still turn that, but yeah, that thing feels nice too. Almost feels like a ball bearing turbo, but this is a journal bearing turbo. Oil drain, I'm probably gonna have to get new flanges for those. Everything I have is T4 or T3, but we'll see. So yeah, I had one of these laying around. I think I bought this with the VS turbo and it was too big. Ah, it fits that perfect. Nice. I don't have to buy anything. So I got the drain. I'll probably need to find a flange for the oil fill, the supply side. But yeah, that's it. That's the new turbo for the S10. So I'm going to start tearing off the old turbos and get rid of everything in here, and start kind of figuring out if that turbo is even going to fit, because you got to remember there's a 5-inch pipe that has to come off the back of this. They make reducers down to 4, which we might have to do due to clearance, but I'm trying to fit this turbo right here. So we are going to have to get rid of the intercooler. Probably going to run it non-intercooled for the first little bit and just kind of keep an eye on things, play it safe with the tune. Pull these two turbos out, the intercooler out. I also need to yank the balancer off the water manifold, because I'd bought the well, it's the eBay version of the Holly pan that has the oil drains in the side, but they're right where my frame is. Don't know if you'll be able to see down in there, it's pretty dark, but the oil drains ended up right where my frame is, so I can't use it. So I got to switch out the timing cover with one that has the oil drains right here on each side. So I got to tear that apart too. So start tearing into this thing. Alright, the sun's gone down, and now I've got timing cover back on with the oil drains. See them there? And got the grill back in. So now I'm going to try and heave-ho this sturdy gal down into here. see how well she fits. I hope it fits. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, it's gonna be close. That thing's heavy. I can't hold it up. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work. That is very close. I was hoping to build some sort of stand for it because that's a lot of weight. Build a mount off of this front bar for it. I'm going to cut the grill out so it can come forward just a little bit, but it's still going to be really tight. Might have to move this fuel pressure regulator just to get a little bit more room, but I'm going to have to build some sort of stand or something to hold it temporary for me. I mean, I could put it that way. Just like that. Straight into there. But that's not as cool. I want this sticking through the grill. Like that. Man, that's close. Yeah, I don't know. Might have to turn it sideways. Alright, so I realized I didn't finish the video last night, but yeah, that's the new turbo for the S10. Thanks to Maxpeedingrods for always supplying me with turbos and turbo accessories and stuff like that. They've got a whole bunch of nice parts. Go check out their website. Down in the description there'll be a link to the turbo and then also the discount code Robbie so you guys can save 10% off your order. But yeah, I'm just super stoked to get that turbo put on there. Alright, but that's going to do it for today's video. Huge thank you to Maxpeedingrods for sending me the turbo and always helping me out with the parts that I need. And then also a huge shout out to you guys for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't already, make sure you... Oh shit. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm out, guys.